What's up everybody, and welcome to 22 Breakdown. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this informative video. Also, subscribe, like and share. And, to keep more videos coming, hit the Cash App. So, let's do this.
So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you. So what I'm gonna do today. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you guys more than just tell you. I'm gonna actually break down and show you how the numbers work. In order for me to do this, I'm gonna run you through a couple of calculators. First, a time and date calculator. Very simple. You put a start date, an end date. You determine if you want it to start on the very day or the next day, and you hit result, and it gives you a result. Very simple, nothing tricky. Now, the second calculator would be just a simple calculator, and it does not matter.
What's up everybody, and welcome to 22 Breakdown. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this informative video. Also, subscribe, like and share. And, to keep more videos coming, hit the Cash App. So, let's do this.
So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you. So what I'm gonna do today. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you guys more than just tell you. I'm gonna actually break down and show you how the numbers work. In order for me to do this, I'm gonna run you through a couple of calculators. First, a time and date calculator. Very simple. You put a start date, an end date. You determine if you want it to start on the very day or the next day, and you hit result, and it gives you a result. Very simple, nothing tricky. Now, the second calculator would be just a simple calculator, and it does not matter if it's physical or online. It doesn't matter as long as you got a calculator that can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Very simple, nothing tricky. However, the problem that we have with either of these calculators is neither give us the value of a letter, word, or phrase. So in order to do that, we got to dip into alphanumerical systems. So let's go with a gematria calculator. Now, we all know that the alphabet consists of 26 letters, A through Z. So when I put an A in here, it's gonna tell me the value of A. As you can see, A is in the first seat, so it's considered 1. And if I reduce, it's gonna still be 1 because you can only reduce 2 or more digits. Now, if I reverse the alphabet, meaning Z would be 1, and A would be the last, AKA 26th letter of the alphabet, then as you can see, the value of A now becomes 26, and the same thing if I reduce it, because it's 2 values, 2 plus 6 now equals 8. So these 4 ciphers, each one of these are called ciphers. These ciphers are all the sum of A. So if I wrote a word in here like apple, these are the ciphers for apple. Now understand there's more ciphers, but since we are going to be speaking in English, we're using the English cipher. Now that we know how the calculators work, we're gonna do a drill real quick so you can understand the detriment of the calculator. So what I'm gonna do right now is just put in a random select a word. Okay, I'm just gonna think of any words. And if you want to, you can do the same thing right now. Just pull up any kind of a gematria calculator and just type in a few words. Okay, now let's look at these words. What I want you to notice and pay strong and closely attention to is you have to look for a pattern. As you can see, you don't really see anything that correlates, correct? Now, to show you for sure how this works, let's use the Bible, okay? Let's use some things that we all know about, that we know all go together, like the gospel goes with being the Messiah, which also goes with being the one who was on the cross, who spoke in parables, that we call Jesus, whom we could be tricked and deceived by Lucifer. Now, you have to be from another planet to not know that all these words go to the same story, which means it was meant to be together. And as you can see, there's a major difference in these two selection of words. Random words, nothing correlates, okay? Now, words that was detrimented, that was meant to be put together for a story, and as you can see. Now, this is not going to be a biblical lecture. However, it will be some biblical things tied into this to make the points. But at the same time, I want you to understand, as I'm showing you what I'm finna show you, that this is bigger than Illuminati. This is bigger than Bilderberg. This is bigger than all that shit. Because this is, as you can see, I just showed you with the Bible. This is something that was set up before the Holy Bible. So whoever set this up, and I'm gonna prove it again. We're gonna choose Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, then we're gonna go a little bit more deeper in the corona situation. Now remember, this is a video about coronavirus, 5G or 56. And I just said Kobe, LeBron, you feel what I'm saying? Don't worry, let's go. All right, now, when I put Kobe Bryant's name into the cipher, the first thing we notice is 4-1. Now, why do we see a 4-1? See, it's already finna get exciting with you. We see a 4-1, we know that Kobe passed that 41, okay? This is the name of Kobe Bryant's pilot. As you can see, 41 is right there. Okay? Let me show you Joanne, the owner of the Lakers' wife. December the 16th. Between that and the date of Kobe's crash, 41 days. His running mate, Shaquille O'Neal's birthday is March the 6th. The distance between Kobe's crash and March the 6th is 41 days. As you can see, we already having issues. But let's go into the fact that after Kobe's crash, 41 weeks later, LeBron James and the Lakers won the 17th championship. Kobe retired 41 years after his father was drafted into the NBA. Kobe's last game was 4.1 seconds when they took him out. His team scored 41 points. Kobe's highest scoring game was 81 points. And when he had 81 points, his team had 41. Now, 81 plus 41 is 122. The date of that game was January the 22nd, which can be written as 122. When Kobe hit the 81 points and when Kobe's helicopter crashed is a total of 122 and some thousand hours. You can't make this up. At the same time, when Kobe hit 81 points, that comes out to 13. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6. Then when you add up the day that he crashed, 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2, that equals 13. And then if you just look at both of them dates, they're the exact same numbers, just switched around. So even more trickery. I'm just getting started. Now, since we own Kobe hitting 81 points, what day did he hit 81 points? Very important. Let's look at the date. Not the date, but the fact that it was his 666th career game. Now, what's the chances of that? Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't already see that there's something trickery going on, when you add up Kobe and his daughter's birth date and the fatality, it equals 41. Kobe had an award-winning book called Dear Basketball. When you add that up, it equals 41. I think I made my point across with this one enough. I can go in much more deeper, deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and deeper. King LeBron James. LeBron James, $154 million, 4-year contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, remember when I told you guys about sometimes they had that one-off, like they say, oh, this person was killed and he was 22, and then the other station saying he's 21, or sometimes in the sports games where they have to stop, put time on or off the clock, or either some points, they do all that 100% planned. I'm showing you this left to right now. See, the reason they promoted LeBron was going to make 154 million is because it was a biblical ritual. For one, 154, King James has a value of 154, as you can see. But LeBron did not get 154, he got 153. And the reason why he got 153 is because 153 is a very sacred number in the Bible. Not only is it not the 17th triangular number, and why do I emphasize the 17th triangular number? Well, you gotta understand this. LeBron was in his 16th year, going into his 17th year, looking to give the Lakers their 17th victory, which he did. He signed on July 1st, which can be written as 1-7. It also can be written as 7-1, which the Lakers was in their 71st season. When I say it was a biblical thing, well, remember Peter. Peter was home, he went fishing, he came back home. Jesus told Peter to go to the other side of the lake. He did, and what did he do? He miraculously caught 153 fish. Okay, LeBron James was home in Cleveland. He went away, he came back home. Not Jesus, but the Jesuits. The Jesuits told LeBron to go to the Lakers. He did, and he came back and caught his 153 fish. See, Peter and LeBron both make their living off of catching their fish in a net. And for all you saying, but LeBron catches balls in nets and Peter caught fish. Well, the fish and the ball is the same thing. When you're looking at it through the eyes of a camera, this is a fish-eye lens from the eyes of a camera. And what is it? A ball. I rest my case. Let's move on.
June 1st leaves 213 days in the year. On this date, NIGGA was painted on LeBron's home, located in area code 213. NIGGA has a gematria of 213. This date was also LeBron's 213 playoff game. 2 in Miami, 1 in Cleveland, maybe 3 in LA, would make LeBron 6-6 in NBA Finals. And you see, LeBron is 6-6 in English ordinal, and 6-6 in reverse, full reduction. LeBron King James wins the championship with the Cavaliers on June 19. Bible King James's birthday is June 19. And his son Charles had protectors called Cavaliers. LeBron King James's first NBA game was against the Sacramento Kings.
Now we got to get down with the get down. The first 2 celebrities to catch coronavirus was Mr. Hinkley Dinkley Tom Hanks and his sweet witchy wife Rita Hanks. We gonna stay with this 56 all day long. Now, Tom Hanks, we all know, born 56. Rita, born 56. They was in Australia shooting an Elvis film. Why an Elvis film? Because in 56, you have your boy Elvis on the live TV getting a vaccination. You can't make this up, y'all. You can't make this up. Stay with me. Event 201. Event 201 was a pandemic exercise held on October 18, 2019, just months before the coronavirus outbreak. It was held in New York, New York at the World Economic Forum, hosted by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Johns Hopkins Center. Now, I'm going to tell you the exact same story, but in a different way. Event 201 was a corona pandemic exercise held at the World Economic Forum, located in New York, New York, based off the Wuhan coronavirus. Donald Trump spoke at this World Economic Forum on January the 21st of 2020, and Donald Trump was born on June 14th. If we take June 14th into the date that Donald spoke at the World Economic Forum, it calculates to 222 days. Event 201, as you can see, has the gematria of 56, which is what this video is about. 56 or 5G. Now, event alone, taking away the 201, has a gematria of 21. And of course, 21 plus 201 equals 222. Now, speaking of events, all of this was going on at the time of year 2020, which we know, I always say, everything keeps being tied to sports. And year 2020 was Super Bowl 54. And 54 Super Bowl was played on February the 2nd, which also has a gematria of 222. Not only that, Andy Reid got his 222nd win. The 49ers had a $222 million salary cap, the largest of the year. Not to mention, for some reason, they constantly is looking for $222 million. Well, let's look at the outbreak of coronavirus when it was considered a global pandemic, was March the 11th of 2020. When you take March the 11th of 2020 and add it up from 9/11, you get 222 months. You cannot make this up. Robert Thornton Jr., aka Young Dolph. And for those who do not know, Young Dolph was a rapper from Memphis, Tennessee, who was shot down allegedly in a cookie shop in Tennessee on November the 17th. Now, I already have problems with this. We got to go look at this right here. On this day that Young Dolph posted this pic, as you can see right here, is July the 20th. Now, why is July 20th important? Well, I already told you earlier in this video the importance of 201. Well, the reason he posts this date, because that's the 201st day of the year. Now, if you just look up July 20th, you'll find a lot of interesting things that happened on that day, because they keep picking the same dates, okay? Now, another interesting thing about this pic is, when it comes to family or anything, you gotta make sacrifices. And sacrifices go hand in hand with ritual. Or shall I say rituals go hand in hand with sacrifice. Yeah, because all sacrifices aren't rituals, but all rituals, there's a sacrifice. Okay, y'all with me? So, Young Dolph poses his hands in the form of a pyramid. Now, Young Dolph is from Memphis. Now, keep this in mind. Memphis has a pyramid owned by Bass Pro Shops. And first off, we gotta think now, Young Dolph walking around with a dolphin and a bass took him out. See, the guys that shot Young Dolph had on a hat from Bass Pro Shops. Well, if you look a little deeper, you will see Young Dolph has his hands in the form of a pyramid. Memphis has a pyramid that I just told you about. Just so happens, the height of that pyramid is recorded as 322 feet, but at the same time, it's considered to be 321 and some, so they just rounded it off to 322. So I want you to pay attention to 322 and 321. Reason being, because on the date that Young Dolph allegedly was killed, November 17th, that leaves 321 days of the year. And in a leap year, it would be the 322nd day. I'm not done. However, it leaves 44 days in the year. Now, Some of y'all probably heard about Malcolm X's daughter being found in a hotel. I mean, not a hotel, but an apartment. Okay, well, let's look at this first. Remember I said they always have some kind of something letting you know? You know, like Kobe had the helicopter crash in a cartoon about 8 years before it happened. Well, Young Dolph did a video where he was at the Lorraine Hotel, motel or whatever. And if you don't know what that is, this is where Martin Luther King was assassinated. And at the end of this video, Young Dolph made a point to walk by the room at the very end of the video that Martin was assassinated in. Now, for those you don't know, there's no zeros in numerology. The door of Martin Luther King's assassination was 306. So without the zeros, it would be just 36. 36 is how old Dolph was when he was taken out. Now, let's go back. So when you say Martin Luther King, not only did Martin Luther King get assassinated on the date with 4/4/44, you know, April the 4th, just like Young Dolph's shooting was 44 days left in the year. Well, when you think about Martin Luther King, you think about Malcolm X. This is why Malcolm X's daughter was in the paper recently, and she was found at 440 at age 56, 56 years after her father was assassinated. Oh yeah, how old was he when he was assassinated? 39. Well, how old was Martin Luther King when he was assassinated? 39. When they found Malcolm X's daughter, how many days was left in the year? I'm gonna let y'all answer that. Oh, I can't do it. If you said 39, you're right. Of course, if you said any other number, you're wrong. So you can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. And like I said, the first name I think about when I hear Young Dolph is Adolf. Adolf Hitler. And when I add Adolf Hitler up with Young Dolph, well, let me go a little bit further too. Because this is for all y'all that voted, who think y'all did something. But let me tell you something. You might and you might not by now see why your 44th president was a black, or at least considered to be black. But they made sure he wasn't black, but they put it out there where he could be called black. Barack did not win the 44th presidency. Before I even knew or heard of a Barack, I said, I'm not gonna be shocked if the 44th president is black. That's point blank, baby. That's point blank. Now, and let me break something down for you again. How old was Barack's wife when he became president? 44. Okay, Barack was the 44th president, his wife in 44. Now, let's look at Barack and his running mate. That would be Obama, and the nigga well, he ain't in the office now. He wanted to be the president, but he's not actually in the office, but Joe Biden. So you got Obama Biden, okay, who took out Osama bin Laden. So this is what we finna do. We're gonna take the word Osama bin Laden and put it in the cipher and see what we get, okay? Now let's put in Obama Biden. Let's see what we get, okay? Now let's subtract Obama Biden from Osama bin Laden, and guess what you end up with? 44. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna say this shit, but I'm only gonna say it so many more times. But I'm gonna say this shit again. You, your loved ones, the motherfuckers you hate, me, everybody that I know, don't know, wanna know, don't wanna know. My mom's was, bless her heart, she gone. My daddy still is, brother, sister. Look, don't take this shit personal, y'all. But you in a fucking matrix. It is called a simulated matrix. Period.
So, we hope you have enjoyed yourselves. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. And of course, hit that Cash App. This is 22 Breakdown. Love yourself, and it will trickle over to someone else. We out, and we'll most definitely be back.